Oh,
man. Masters and None, episode 148. We're back.
We're tan.
And we're ready to fuck.
All right, we're demonetized. Nah, but it was running for a while first.
Yeah.
You know.
100%.
How's everybody doing, man? Masters and None podcast, episode 148. And we are back from an incredible vacation. Separate vacations, but incredible nonetheless.
Yeah, totally different vacations, actually, when you think about it.
I guess so. We got some stories from those vacations, and we're going to discuss them.
Yeah.
But so let's get the announcements out of the way. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Have at it. Masters and None podcast, episode 148. You guys can catch all of our previous episodes as well as this one in our archive on our YouTube channel. We're also currently simultaneously live on Twitch. We apologize to any of the Twitch viewers because, you know, it's difficult to engage with both chats, but we're working on that. We are Twizzless today. Twizzless.
But we do prefer that you guys, if you can, you get an opportunity to watch the video, the actual podcast on film. Well, not really film, but video file, and watch that stream because I think there's a little more to get out of it. But if you can't, or if you're at work or you're driving, feel free to check us out on all audio platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Play Store, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store, you know, all the Google and Apple stuff, the, you know, Stitcher, Podbean, all that. And if you do not find us on your preferred audio platform, Berto, what can they do, man?
Reach out to us on Instagram. I'll put us on your obscure platform. I'll fucking burn us onto an 8-track so you can listen to it in your grandmother's Regal. I'll figure it out.
And if you ever see your local bootlegger, you know, selling mixtapes out of the trunk at the barbershop, and you catch a nice little long play, a nice LP of the Masters and None podcast, feel free to buy that. We'll get no proceeds from it, but just do it for fun.
Yeah. Support the bootleggers.
That's it. And happy Tuesday, man.
Happy Tuesday. Man, you know what's funny? It almost feels like one of like the first episodes being back after not doing an episode for a few weeks. It feels like when right before we went live. No, not live, but right before the cameras came on and I was like, ooh. I feel a little, you know, I got a little bit of butterflies in my tummy.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a natural, and it's good. It's good. It keeps you on your toes. Yo, do me a solid, man.
Yeah. Fix that camera?
Yeah, a little bit.
I got you.
Yeah, there's a little slope on there. It's a little cocked.
It's a little cocked.
Like the whole light stand. All the crazy shit I did tonight. Are you streaming Coachella at all?
What? You can stream that now?
Yeah, you can stream it, man. Are you kidding me? You think they're going to miss out on all those ad dollars and all that? Damn. Let me switch the camera. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that.
Yeah, it was.
Look at that.
It was a quarter cocked.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but yeah, man. So you can absolutely stream Coachella. You know, I've been streaming it like the next day, like the replay, but I saw some of it. It was weird though. I felt like I couldn't get away from the K-pop stage.
Oh, the K-pop stage was probably lit.
Bro, every stream I went on was just the same like 4 acts just looped until finally I found a different stream. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, everything is K-pop. Like, not that, you know, K-pop's just not for me. It was just a bunch of girls like singing and dancing and people I didn't recognize. I'm like, I don't know any of these people.
The choreography was probably on point.
Yeah, the choreography was on point. I'll tell you what, she looked like she was really singing and she was not at all out of breath. I was like, all right, America. I was like, we need to get on it a little bit. We need to consider a little bit of fitness. Go ahead.
Do we care about like lip syncing?
Not anymore. Well, not in a performance, really.
Okay.
You know, I would prefer somebody to sing, but I get it if they're jumping around and they're, you know, and they're dancing and they're doing a million things. I get it.
Yeah. I feel like
I get it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you also get a better performance, right? Because it's more like, I guess it's edited, you know, it's made, the voices is made clearer to be projected across these speakers. There's less like volatility on when it comes to like, you know, the musicians are affected by like the weather or they got allergies or this or that. If I'm lip syncing, it's going to be perfect every time.
Then you get to just focus on mainly the, you know, the choreography, the presentation, make sure that your performance is good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you know what? I'm pro lip sync.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I feel like I had this conversation with somebody not too long ago where they were talking about lip syncing and how it used to be frowned upon and stuff. It was frowned upon during the recording process. Like, that's what happened with Milli Vanilli. You remember Milli Vanilli?
I've heard the name, but I really don't even know who that is.
Well, it was a group like back in the day. It was these two dudes, like these pretty ass light skinned dudes with like this long ass hair.
Okay.
And they got into some shit because they never sung the song at all. Like the recording was someone else.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
What? It was
And they were popping like platinum. You know? And then it came out that crushed their career.
Damn.
You know? I mean, people still love them. But
you have to at least sing the song at one point.
yeah, like if
It has to be your voice.
I would think so. Like if you found out like it wasn't really Nicki Minaj, it was someone else going rapping, you'd be like,
if it was really Busta Rhymes back there,
Right.
he was doing it, and they pulled the curtains back, and Busta's back there just talking about the Sri Lanka.
I might like her more
Tonka.
if that were the case.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
know, I wish Busta Rhymes would lip sync for me. Imagine that right now. This wasn't me. It was more like woo-ha. You know, like it was just Busta Bus, but it wasn't. You know, it looked like it was me, but really it was his voice.
Dude, did you see the AI song that it was like an AI generated song? It was like Drake and The Weeknd.
No, was it fire?
It was so fucking hard. Bro, when I tell you this shit it's a hit.
So what? It was emulating their voices.
Yes. It was like their voices.
So it like took previous songs and chopped them up and made new arrangements of the lyrics or something.
With takes like their like discography and then gets like you know what? I don't know if it mimics their voices or uses actual work, but it was like perfect. It was great.
It was like the same kind of thing that makes Donald Trump look like he says crazy things. Oh, never mind. He does say crazy things.
He does say crazy things. No, it looked, dude. It sounded good. It sounded like a song that wasn't like that got leaked, that wasn't mastered.
Okay.
But it was like it sounded like them, and it was a hit.
Damn. So it sounded like every SoundCloud song.
It sounded like phrases they say.
Huh. I'm intrigued to see it. I mean, I know I saw one AI generated version of Will Smith eating spaghetti.
What?
And it was hilarious.
I've never seen that.
Oh, it was ridiculous though. Like it was so warped and wonky. It was awful, but that's what made it hilarious. It looked like some kind of claymation version of like a disabled Will Smith.
Okay.
So
it was like if Will Smith was in The Whale.
It was like if Will Smith was melting.
Okay.
Like that's what it looked like.
Will Smith in a Dare commercial. Makes perfect sense.
Yes, it is your brain on drugs.
Yeah.
Or when a deflated girl on the couch.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The girl just melting into the couch.
Half the people I know will be like, yo, where can I get some of that shit?
I was literally gonna wait for you to stop talking so I could say that. I was gonna be like, you know what that did? That made people go out there and hunt for the heat that girl was smoking on.
Yeah, it's like when somebody ODs in a neighborhood and then every fiend is trying to go to that, wherever they got that from. It's like, that's going to kill you. It's like, well, I'm willing to take a risk.
They said they killed Timmy? Damn.
Damn, Timmy could take some, he can hold the shit. Like,
he's like, that must be some heat.
I wonder who sold him that. Terrible. You know?
Facts. Damn. I got a bunch of shit written down. I got a bunch of...
Yeah, man.
Yo, what up, Romero?
Romero, Girl You Know It's True. That's the Milli Vanilli song. Girl You Know It's True. You remember that?
I don't know, dude. I don't even.
If I showed them to you, you'd know.
I'm sure I would. In my mind, they look like thin versions of like. You ever seen the Hudge twins?
Yes, they're the like conservative twins, right?
Aren't those the dudes that do? They're like Jack. They do mukbangs in their car and shit.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Never.
I think the Hodge twins are the like. Aren't they like? I thought they go by like the conservative twins. I could be confused. Anyway,
they could have made a pivot.
Maybe they pivoted.
Maybe they pivoted. You seen that the NYPD's releasing like robots and shit now? They got the robot dog and they got the robot egg.
Dude, I seen this coming. How long before they mount a gun on that dog?
You know what?
How long?
What does it do? Except for like surveillance. Like, is this thing going to be able to smell drugs and like explosives? What is it doing? Because I'm looking at the features. First of all, the dog is $750,000.
I seen a funny comment on Twitter. Somebody was like, man, that shit's expensive. They're going to be pulling that shit out the track pit every day. People just be throwing it in the subway.
Who could be kicking it? Yeah, now the dog can't be down. You're going to get like a wicked crime. You're going to get like a hate crime for kicking that dog.
Bro, it's going to be like Murder One.
Yeah.
If you kick that thing, it's going to be like shooting an officer.
They could hire legit, 10, 15 cops?
10 or 15 for $750 NYPD?
What are they hiring? 20?
700.
You know how many,
Dude, starting cops get paid una miseria. It's a crime what they pay like new cops, but they're getting a raise.
Good for them.
They get a new contract, which I think they deserve, honestly. It's a terrible job. It's a difficult job.
I wouldn't want to do it.
Nope. But what were you saying about the police dog?
I'm saying the police between the
like,
dog
what's it gonna be doing?
and the egg or the R2, they like it does look R2D2-esque. But
R250.
Yeah, what's it gonna do? They call it, I think it's called like the snitch bot. I think that's what they dubbed it, the snitch bot.
Damn, the snitch bot. That's about. It looks like Wall-E a little bit.
Yeah, but what does it do? If this thing could smell drugs and like detect explosives, well, if it could detect explosives, I don't need it to smell drugs. But if it could detect explosives, I'd be pretty impressed.
See, I think that it's more so going to be collecting facial data. That's what I think this thing is going to be doing. It's going to be because anything, you don't need a robot, that's able to move around, mobile. It needs to almost be able to interact with people. Why else would they put a robot there? I mean, you could do that kind of shit with cameras for, I'm sure, a fraction of the cost. It's got to be performing some kind of function that a mounted camera or a stationary camera can't do.
That's interesting. But it is a camera, essentially. It just moves.
I think it just has an unassuming way to get real close to you.
Yeah?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's why I'm saying
bomb sniffing or maybe some kind of, like that machine they use at the airport, like that X-ray kind of thing. Maybe it can like look through your, see through your clothing, maybe a certain couple layers, see if it sees any bulges, weapons, anything like that. And then it just sends a silent signal to the cops, and then they just show up there and they're like, hey, and they're like, oh, what? And it's like, yep, that garbage can over there just said that you're strapped.
Yeah, what's up? What
Hands on the wall.
I wonder, is this thing just emitting radiation on us?
I mean, this is just a scary step, in my opinion.
The X-ray thing? You know what?
Just the robot in general.
You know one thing I experienced in Disney that you're not going to like? That it coincides a little bit with this, like, gathering data.
Yeah, what?
When you go to Disney, you can get your ticket on your phone, right? And you use your phone kind of like an RFID. Like, you tap your phone against the machine, and it verifies that you have a ticket, and then you go in. They want your fingerprint too, to prevent you downloading the app and using my information and then using it, which we can get into the park. So when the first day, they didn't ask me for it. Then the second day comes around, and in the morning, they didn't ask me for it. We leave to go eat. We come back. When I'm on the way back in, they're like, oh, you got to put your fingerprint on here. And I'm like, what? They never asked me for my fingerprint before. They're like, oh yeah, you need your fingerprint. And I was like, well, I don't want to give my fingerprint. They're like, well, you don't have to. But if you're not going to give your fingerprint, then you got to go over there to customer relations, fill out some paperwork, and then you can make the line again. And if you know anything about Disney, this line is crazy. I was ready to give them my fucking pinky toe.
Bro, at
that point.
Bro, that right there is data collection, bro.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck do you guys want? And they're like, just to make sure it's you when you're coming back in the park. And I'm like, yeah, you stay. They did tell you to say that?
I want some terms and conditions about what you're going to do with my fingerprint.
Yeah, I don't know.
See,
I don't know what happens now. When they didn't get a good one. I'm not going to tell the world which one they got. But it wasn't one I used often, and I'm willing to let it go if I have to.
They let you choose the finger?
Oh, yeah. Dude, with me, I was holding up that line for, you already know, my family was in, my boy's family was in, they're all waiting for me.
You're taking your sock off, you're like, wait a second, we gonna really switch this up.
I was the last one there, I'm like, well, I could pick the finger, right? They were like, dude, at this point, like, just rub your elbow on it. Like, as long as it lights up green, we'll let you go. We don't give a fuck.
Aladdin's like, bro, I just work here.
Yeah. So, I gave him one I'm willing to give up. Let's just say that.
I mean, that's a weird idea, man. I don't know if I'm really down with giving up my fingerprint for some. I mean, next thing you know, they're going to be like, we're going to scan your eye and shave your leg a little bit. Just go on and put your leg up here. Let's get a little bit of hair.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. Yo, what up, Saif? Yes, Spaz. I figured it was for that, so that two people can't, like, replicate tickets, so that people don't go in there and, like, cause hell. Like, I get it.
I mean, I know that's the initial reason. Like, Spaz says it so that one person can't leave and two people come back, like that kind of thing. I get that. But I'll tell you right now, there's going to be some kind of reason that they end up selling that. There's going to be a reason for it. You know?
We didn't think about that, did we?
What? The monitor going to
you guys
sleep?
don't see it, but our monitor just went to sleep over here that shows us everything that we got to look at.
Yeah, it's all good. You want to...
No big deal.
I'll go take care of it.
Nah. I think when you switch scenes, it'll change it.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to me.
Test it?
Yeah, we're gonna see. But
No.
yeah, I'm not into
Okay.
I'm not into messing with with that whole idea of giving my fingerprint up. But
Yeah, I don't want to give it up either. But you know what?
We're getting to that point, man.
Yeah. It's like they have it. Like you look at your phone to unlock it. You know what I'm saying? Like they got your face.
Yeah.
They got your fingerprint from the phone too. Whoever they are. It's crazy, bro. Disney's so crazy that it'll take your picture on the ride and send it to the app.
To the Disney app?
To your Disney app.
Oh my! So you don't have to pay for it anymore?
I guess from that point you could buy it. I don't know how that works. I didn't buy it.
You didn't take a screenshot of it, and then Disney all of a sudden Mickey Mouse just drags you into a dark room, and they're like, "Did you screenshot that image without buying it?"
Yeah, and Daffy Duck comes in with his dick out.
We need a sample. Drop him.
Are you the same person?
Right?
Put your fingerprint here.
He's like,
and it's that awkward conversation. They say, no, it's your index finger. It's like, no, I'm telling you, I swear I didn't use my index.
Yeah, another guy talking about his pinky.
Yeah.
All right, drop him. But your trip was good.
The trip was good. First of all, I do think all right. So for people who don't know, I was on vacation. I took my family to Disney. I went with my best friend and his family too. It was a real good time. I also went to a family wedding when I was down there. Kind of killed two birds with one stone. I got
That's
funny
a big
stories
ass expensive
about.
stone.
Oh my god. So I'll go through. I got funny stories about everything. I have funny stories about Disney. I got good stories about the wedding with no funny stories about the wedding, but I got good stories. But so I'll start with Disney. It's amazing how much work goes into these places and how much the money they put into their parks, and they do a fucking good job.
Yeah.
Like they do a real good job. But fuck me, is this place expensive? It's unbelievable. It's $150 a person just to get in. Not including the fast pass that you need to be able to get on all the rides. And even with it, there's still rides that doesn't apply to, that you can't get on.
Oh my God, there's rides that are like the Uptowns and the Timberlands. They never apply to the sale.
Yeah, and if you do want to get on those, you have to pay extra.
Damn, how was the Tron ride?
Guess what?
What?
Couldn't get on the Tron ride. And I want you to know that not only did I get my tickets, but I upgraded to that stupid fucking genie scam they got going on.
Wait,
there.
so you had to upgrade the ticket type and get a fast pass?
No, it's $150 a ticket, then it's like $30-something for the genie experience, I think it's called, or the genie something. Spaz, you tell me if I'm wrong. But because we're Twizzless and we need you. Anyways, so you pay $30 extra, so now you're here at $180 a head, right? And what happens is that you can reserve times at rides. It'll give you the next time you can reserve. You can only reserve one ride at a time, and it's not like quickly. It's like in the next 2 hours, like in the next hour or two, you can reserve this ride.
All right, so you initially, when you get the fast pass, you scan for a ride, and then it gives you a time to return.
You go on the app on your phone, and it says like the next reservation available for this ride is X time.
And you choose a time.
And you choose the time.
All right, and then you gotta.
It gives you a time. You don't choose it. It gives you the time.
Okay.
The next available one. It gives.
And what do you do in between?
You make a line to wait on another, or go to another ride, or go to a play, or go to you enjoy other festivities.
Okay,
that they have,
but non-ride related festivities.
You can go on any other ride if you make the line. So let's say it's a 2-hour ride for Tron. And it's a 2-hour wait for your reservation, and it's an hour and a half wait for another roller coaster. You wait online at the hour and a half wait. You go on that roller coaster. By the time that time comes up, you get your reservation that comes up that you have an hour window to go, and then you still got to wait on a line, but it's a much shorter line.
Damn, that's pretty cool. That makes sense if you do it that way, but you got to strategize right.
You 1,000% you got to strategize right, and rides like Tron and the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. If you stay at the parks, you get like early access, or you get first priority. So you got to be up at 7 a.m.
Like a Disney resort.
Yeah. So you got to get up at 7 a.m. to reserve that ride. And sometimes there's no time available. Like my boy Juan was up at 7 a.m. ready to reserve it, and he just couldn't. There was no availability because it just got sucked up. It's a brand new ride. It got sucked up by the people who were staying in the park.
Oh, so the people that stayed at the Disney resort had access first. So they got in first, and the amount of people that were there had enough fast passes to just book the whole shit.
Not just fast passes. You can't get on this ride at all without that. So you can't. That's it. Like they maxed out that ride for the day.
Damn, bro, that is crazy.
Yeah.
God, they found a way to.
I
make
didn't
money
get on
off
any of like the big rides. I didn't get on Tron. I didn't do Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't get to do the Hollywood Drop or whatever they call Tower of Terror. That one I could have did, but it was an hour and a half wait, and I just couldn't subject my family to waiting for that long for me.
Nobody else wanted to do it?
No, it wasn't that. It was like they were going to another ride that was more appropriate for the
like
children.
Shrek or some shit like that.
Yeah, they're going to Toy Story, and I was
damn,
like,
I want to go to Toy Story,
bro. I'll tell you one thing. Enough complaining about them, dude. The shows are amazing.
Do you see any Cirque du Soleil?
No Cirque du Soleil, but I seen like I seen like the Beauty and the Beast play. I seen
nice.
the Finding Nemo one. I seen the Toy Story one. I seen them all. I seen the Frozen sing along shit, dude. A phenomenal, like Broadway quality.
Really,
bro. Excellent job.
Damn. Did Jasmine really look like Jasmine?
Bro.
Jasmine looked like Jasmine?
Yeah, she even had the hourglass shape and all that.
Get out of here.
Yeah, the airbrush abs
Oh,
on
man.
her.
Imagine, Jasmine probably. Now at
The
Disney, I went when I was a
airbrush
kid.
No, now she's thick.
Bro, now she got a BBL.
Yeah, now she's thick.
Oh, man. Princess Jasmine need a bigger carpet now, boy.
Bro, they just do it so. Their production, they had like within their parks is like top fucking notch.
Yeah, let's catch up on the chat because they're asking questions about the park.
All right. Go ahead.
So we got Spaz was saying that the fingerprint, like we said before. Saeed said they can keep you in the clubhouse.
Yeah, the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
They catch you with that fingerprint shit. But so Spaz says, I'm cooking in too poor to go to Disney. I have no clue. I guess he's responding to what you had asked him about the park.
It's yeah. But that's what I wanted to get at originally. How unfair is it that this is so expensive that I'm just lucky enough that I can go, you know what I'm saying? But there's hundreds of thousands, millions of people who this is like the money that people spend in a weekend out here is like a third of their salary.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what, man. If I had kids, bro, I'll fake a diagnosis so quick. I have Make-A-Wish send my ass there with my whole family.
You need Make-A-Wish. You need Make-A-Wish
right?
to get there. So
damn,
like,
that's there. I'm just kidding, guys.
dude, it's unbelievable.
No,
it doesn't
it's
make
gotta
any
be expensive.
sense.
I mean, dude, at $180 just to get into the park, I can't go there alone.
It's
let alone with family. I can't
And
go
you gotta
there
eat.
by myself.
It's a $150 and then it's like $30 for that genie.
Bro, hell no. I can't. I'd be fasting. And I'd be alone and that's it.
Yeah, and you know, like the shit in there is not cheap.
Bro, of course
It's
it
not
ain't
baseball
cheap.
park expensive, but it's not cheap by any
But is it quality?
bro?
Is the food good?
Quality.
Like
When
you're
you
not
go to
getting
Epcot-
that big splish splash chicken leg or whatever.
No, they got turkey legs at this
Turkey
one.
leg, rather?
They're huge. No, listen, the quality of the food at Epcot, you go around the world, they have that.
That's Spaz's question. Did you drink over there? That's what he wants to know.
I did not consume any alcohol at Disney,
I drank around the world when I went there.
but I did eat around the world.
How was it?
I thought it was delicious. I missed like
Did
two
you have
countries.
sushi?
No, I didn't have sushi.
Because they have Japan there, no?
Yeah, Japan is there.
Yeah. I drank
That's
a
one of
few.
the
I think
countries
I had a few
missed.
Sapporo.
I missed three. I missed United States, Japan, and Mongolia.
United States, Japan, and Mongolia. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the U.S., what the hell? You're already there.
The U.S., I thought that, but when they had like a live band there, they were like going in, but it
What were
was
they
too
playing?
close to
Bruce
the-
Springsteen and shit?
I don't know. It was too close to the fireworks show. So like we got to wait for the fireworks. Because every night they do a fireworks show. Bro, we were there from the morning all the way to the night, and we still didn't do everything in every park.
Yeah, and you guys probably, I think you came back like a lower weight class.
Oh, 100%.
From running around that place, bro.
Dude, I was putting in fucking 9 miles a day. My watch thought I had given it to somebody else. They were like, set up a new account.
Set it up.
I think I made that joke on here before.
Ah.
But yeah, it was a good time. I also went to a wedding out there. That was also a good time. No funny stories for the wedding. It was a good time.
That's awesome, man.
I'm glad I got to see. It was nice to see like family I hadn't seen in a long time.
That's good.
Yeah, that's it. I'm glad. I was like trying to diet before I got there so I could fit in my suit. I was like, I'm glad I fit in my suit and I didn't show up there looking crazy.
Nah, you
'Cause
show up there
show up
like-
to your family's wedding.
You want to show up there looking like a pastel.
Yo, bro,
because
show up
somebody's
to-
going to tell you.
I'm telling you right now, bro. You show up to a family event and you gained like 12, 15 pounds. Forget about it. You gained 40 and you're a diabetic now.
Yeah, at least you feel that way. And then when you get there, you're like, oh, okay, everybody gained 50. I'm cool. Like that's how I feel like every time I go to a
everybody
big
was
function.
looking good, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody was looking good. I can't lie.
Dude, it sounds like you had a good time, man.
I had a slamming time. The wedding or
Yeah,
Disney?
I mean the wedding, yeah.
The wedding was popping.
The wedding, isn't that crazy? You know you had a crazy ass vacation when the wedding was the cheapest. It was the cheapest thing you did.
Yeah.
The gift you gave them probably cost you, I can't even imagine, a fraction of what they cost you to get in those parks. I mean, $180 a head. Didn't you go with like 5 people?
I went, it's me. Well, yeah. We went with a lot of people.
Yeah, just in your group. I mean, the people you were responsible to like.
Yeah.
Like
cover. 4 of us.
That's a lot, dude. Jesus Christ. Now, I swear, when I look back, I'm like, damn, my parents took me there as a kid. That is a sacrifice, dude.
Yeah, bro. My
dad probably was skipping medications and shit like that just to get us there, bro.
It's crazy.
They always made it work for us, man. Always, man.
Yeah, my parents took me there a lot too, bro.
Gotta be thankful, man.
It's crazy when I think about it. I'm like, damn, this place is so expensive. I know there's like so many people who can't afford to come here, and it's a shame.
Yeah.
Because it's such a nice place. It's not like the Bronx Zoo that you go there for free on Wednesday. These motherfuckers don't got a free day.
Well, that's why when you walk around Disney, there's nobody drinking Hennessy out of a baby bottle or nothing like that because you ain't got to worry about that.
Nah, the one in Cali must be cheaper.
Please, the one in Cali, there's probably people living in there. Imagine what that looks like. Probably homeless tents in Disney in California, bro. That's why it's called Disneyland. You went to Disney World.
Yeah.
El mundo de Disney.
I think that because there's so many parks, I think Disneyland is like just one park, right?
To be honest, man, I have no idea. I know that's the one that they shot all the shows that I watched as a kid, like Saved by the Bell, and I mean, like Full House. When there was an episode when they went to Disney, I'm sure they shot it in the California one. I think it's in Anaheim, right?
I tell you the truth, I haven't been there since I was a kid. I don't even count the time I was there. I didn't even know I went there until I was at this Disney, and my mother came with us, and I was like, I've never been to the one in California, and she was like, yes, you have, and I was like, oh, I guess I have. I just don't remember. I was so young.
Yeah, you don't remember? I was 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know how we get down.
Yeah, it was because of you that I couldn't close the thing and go on the roller coaster.
Yeah, I couldn't go as Superman because
they wouldn't let me. They're like, "Man, are you pregnant?" She's like, "No."
Another ride I can get to go on, the Avatar ride, where you get to ride in the back of one of those fucking Banshees or whatever they're
Jesus
called.
Christ, man, you skipped the best rides in the goddamn park.
I didn't get on the best rides. I missed all the best rides.
What the hell? You telling me all about Frozen and shit, and you didn't ride Tron, You didn't ride Avatar, but you could tell me all about Woody, how it says Andy on the bottom of his shoe.
Yeah. Yeah. I look like a happy man. No, but
it wasn't for you.
It wasn't for me.
You went for your daughter.
That's the name of the game when you go with young kids. I did get to go on one roller coaster. It was like the Mount Everest one, which was very good. Very good. And you ask people like, oh damn, dude, how was this ride? How was that ride? And they say like, listen, when you wait 2 hours for like, I asked Juan, I was like, how was the ride? He was like, it was pretty good. It was good. He was like, I was like, damn, everybody says it was like crazy. He goes, when you ask somebody who waited 2 hours for something, he goes, they had no choice than to tell you it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Which is the name of the game. But yes, I had a good time.
Cool, man.
What about you, man? You went away too. You went away even longer than I did.
Yeah, I went away for a while, man. 2 weeks, man. I went away to Puerto Rico.
You went back to the motherland. How was it?
Yeah, that shit was a good time, man. It was a real good time. If I had to say, it was a real good time. I had a good time. I was with family. We did our thing, man. Whole lot of salsa music, whole lot of beach time, and we went to some bomb ass restaurants, man.
Food was good.
Food was good. My cousin's a chef.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he like threw down on some pernil. It was like arroz con habichuela like every day.
That's sick.
Rice and eggs. Like real.
Yeah.
The Airbnb we stayed in was real good too, man. It was cool. It was like a I don't know what you would call it. It was like a 4-bedroom condo. It had like 2 floors. There's a washer dryer in there, which the Airbnb didn't say there was. And I was sad. I was like, damn, I'm going to come back with a whole bunch of laundry to do. There's nothing worse than coming back from vacation and having to do a whole maleta full of, a whole suitcase full of dirty clothes. That shit sucks. But yeah, it was a good time, man. A lot of beach time. I ended up there was this DJ that spins a lot in New York, they were saying, and also out there in PR. So on Easter Sunday was the day that, he closed out kind of the party season, at this place. So they told us about it, and then we went there. It started at 11 in the morning. So the bartender was like, listen, if you guys come at like 9:30, you'll be able to get this corner, which was right against the bar. And by that point, we were already cool with the bartenders and stuff. So she put plates up for us, like set it up like somebody was sitting at 9:30 we were able to get that spot. And then the party was kind of lit. I mean, Twiz called me while I was at the party, at the pool party. So I'm like in the pool. He calls me. And I answer, but you couldn't hear because the music was knocking, everybody screaming. So I switched it to FaceTime on him. I switched it to FaceTime so you could see, and I just held it up and had everybody at the party just like, I was like, yo, say what's up to my homie on the phone, and everybody, like, people I don't even know, and they're like, woo! Like, it was a good time.
Dude,
man.
That's mad funny because after he hung up with you, he called me.
Did he?
Yeah, I was in fucking Hollywood Studios, and he's like, yo, what are you doing? And I'm like, yo, I'm in Disney, bro. What's going on? He goes, what the fuck are you guys doing? He was like, I just called Justin, and he's at a fucking pool party. He goes, you're at Disney. What's going on? And I'm like, dude, I told you I was going away.
Yeah, man. Dude, it was a real good time, man.
I'm glad you had a good time. While you were gone, fucking weird shit starts happening. Dalai Lama's asking kids to suck his tongue. What's up with that?
Dude, that's the...
Is that a language? Is that a translation issue that we're having?
Some kind of... You think he... Well, if he didn't act it out and stick his tongue out, I would have given him the benefit of the doubt that he thinks that tongue means cheek in English. But nah.
He was like, I was just kidding. He said something to the effect like that. I was like, I joke around a lot.
He didn't say that. He was dead ass. And the kid put his mouth to his tongue.
Well, they were like, his representatives tweeted out an apology later on.
Did they?
Yeah, that says like that, he didn't mean it. Like that essentially said, allegedly said, and whatever other words I have to use to cover myself, that he was just like, he often jokes with children and he's just kidding. Yeah. But like, what happens if that kid really sucks on your tongue like that? What happens if you say like, suck my tongue, and he's like, okay.
Yeah, nah. That seemed to me like he's in his old age, he's forgetting like being backstage and being front and center. And I think he thought he was back at the whatever, backstage or something, because that was beyond weird. And they're not even covering it really in the media.
No, nobody wants beef with the Dalai Lama.
I'm like, are you
His
kidding
Holiness?
Me, His Holiness. That dude, man, come on.
What religion is that? Where does he, what?
Pedoism.
What? No.
That shit was ridiculous.
That shit is weird.
That shit was
What is it
outrageous.
up with fucking...
Well, weird people, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, the culture is crazy.
Yeah.
The culture right now is crazy, man. I'll tell you what, bro. What's in my cup here?
Let's go ahead.
Bud Light.
But that's another thing. Man, I never thought that Bud Light was like... I never thought that so many hard men like Bud Lights.
Why? Because you're seeing people like Kid Rock?
Yeah, going hard. I'm like... Post Malone's the only one I want to hear from. Post Malone is the only Bud Light representative that I give a fuck about his opinion on Bud Light, all right? Because none of you guys were drinking that shit before. College kids, right?
Yeah.
And they definitely don't give a fuck. I never knew that Stone Cold, if he says a fucking word, who's the other one? Damn. I don't want to hear any manly men talking about it no more, because you guys wasn't drinking Bud Light anyways.
Well, a lot of them guys, like even Bud Heavies.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, but it's a certain kind of guy because, okay, if people are upset, I could see him being upset about one side of it. I could see him being upset that like other deserving people have never been put on the can and have never gotten this. Like, you never saw J-Lo. On a Bud Light can.
Yeah, never saw Stone Cold on there.
Yeah, you never saw Stone Cold on there. So if people want to, make that argument, fine. I mean, I just find it funny that there's a boycott because I'm like, who's drinking this piss? Because I know I ain't drinking that shit. And I drink my fair share of beer, but I'm not drinking that. People are like, yo, I just like it because I can drink like 11 of them. And I'm like, that means it's not good beer. If you can drink 11 of anything and stand up with no problem, you should probably get your money back.
Why are they only going after Bud Light, but not like the rest of their collection, like all the other beers that they have?
Yeah,
Isn't
people
that weird
like,
too?
I hate Anheuser-Busch, and then they're drinking a Stella.
Yeah, it's like, no. You gotta, if we're gonna do this, you gotta do it right.
Yeah, and they have so many beers.
That's what I'm saying. But people are only mad. It's like, that's like Procter and Gamble doing something. You'd be like, I'm just not gonna buy Febreze anymore, but I'm still gonna use Colgate. It's like,
Procter and Gamble is different. Yeah, it's hard to live in America and not partake somewhat in a Procter and Gamble product.
If you're gonna,
it's very difficult.
If you're gonna boycott like a single product that's made by like this umbrella company, it's like you got to do it all.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say I'm boycotting Bud Light because I just don't drink it, but I drink Blue Point, and Blue Point is Anheuser-Busch as well. And I love Blue Point.
If that shit's delicious, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I don't really see the need to I don't think people really understand why they're boycotting that. Like, I think it's weird for the brand. I think what they should boycott is not necessarily because of that person being on the can, but I think more so because of what the vice president of marketing said. She said she wanted to get the brand away from frat culture. And I'm like, that's your entire market.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Like, that's your whole market is frat dudes. So you want to alienate frat dudes? Like, I was talking with my cousin about this, and he's like, this makes no sense. He's like, this is like a business turning around and saying, like, putting like all Republican signs or all Democrat signs outside their business. It's like, if you feel that way, fine, but you just alienated half of your potential business.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of different people may like your product. Why would you, kind of alienate the main part of your market by saying that you don't like the frat culture?
That would be like them saying they don't like the frat culture and then like rebranding it as like Skinny Light and like making it like a whole nother thing. It's like, yo, you don't have to do this.
Yeah, and then making it like all swimsuit models that drink it. And it's like, you're changing the entire, like, you can't change your whole customer base. Like, like Bud Light was built on that brand.
Damn, are there so many assholes that drink Bud Light that they're like, you know what? Let's do away with them all.
Bro, they're saying it's
Switch it up.
They're saying it's like a 30% decrease in Bud Light purchasing at bars across the country. And I'm like, guys, do you? But I'll tell you what, man, if anybody protested for real things that matter as much as they're protesting about a beer, where were these people protesting when, like, people get wrongfully convicted or wrongfully jailed or something like that? Like, where are you guys at then?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, to each his own.
Yeah, release a list. Where are these people who are asking for this list? When we asked for the list, these people had nothing to say. They were out there drinking Bud Lights.
Quiet. Out there drinking Bud Lights, man.
Loving them.
Loving them.
Fuck me. So this weekend, I have something to admit to you guys. I don't know if I'm proud of this or not.
What do you got?
I've been having my phone now for 30 some odd months.
30 months?
30 months I've had a Note 20 Ultra. I bought it a while ago, and I've had Android phone after Android phone after Android phone after Android phone. I've had them all. And this weekend, I said to myself,
come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Maybe I'll get an iPhone. I was like, maybe I'll just try it out. Because I have an iPhone. My work phone is an iPhone. So I do own an iPhone. I'm familiar with it, right? And I was like, maybe. I got a text from my carrier service that offered me $1,000 off my next phone with a trade-in. Doesn't matter if my phone is broken or not.
That's a damn good deal.
It was such a good deal that when I got down there, they were like, damn, nobody gets this deal.
You know what that makes me think?
They say it's only for new customers.
Oh, that makes sense.
They said this deal is usually only for new customers. She goes, it's crazy that you're getting this deal, but whatever. But I didn't do it. I didn't get an iPhone. I did get a new phone.
Okay, because you didn't?
I did get a new phone.
You did?
I did. But I did not get an iPhone.
Yeah, I'm going to just keep my phone forever. Somehow, I got a brand new iPhone 13 Pro when it, like a little after it came out. I had my phone for so long, but still, they bought it back, and my bill is lower.
That's why I got new phones.
Than it was.
Bro.
When I was, like, with financing this phone, like, part of it, because I put money down on it. They let me do that, and then, and I was like, all right, wow.
Dude, my bills went down, I think, like $20-something.
Yeah.
And I got 3 new phones.
Yeah, it's I don't know how the hell that works. They must have some new people mining batteries against their will.
Because they were like, oh, well, so theoretically, I had only owed like another month or 2 on my phone.
Okay.
So my bill would have went down like $30, but I would have had an old phone. Now my bill went down like $25, but I got a brand new phone.
Damn, that's good. That's real good.
So yeah, but I will say that I was thinking about getting an iPhone. And I'm like, well, I can't have 2 iPhones because my work phone's an iPhone. I was like, I'm just going to get another Galaxy phone.
All right. Well, I'm sure the Galaxy phones are almost good. They're getting there.
They're the same. They're all the same shit.
They're getting there.
They're all the same shit. Only difference is that it's me texting you Like, I'm not a part of your green bubble gang or blue bubble gang, whatever it is.
Man, come on, man.
That's that kind of culty fucking shit that makes you drink Kool-Aid in the woods.
No, I just know that it just works well. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's, you know what? I'm not even fucking gonna start going down this route.
Functionality for me.
You're right, man.
But
whatever you say.
Let's catch up with the chat.
To use, right?
Let's catch up with the chat. Oh, Bubby, what's up, man? He's in here.
Shout out to my guy.
Yeah, man.
Claudio.
So Spaz says he has a 20 Ultra. Oh, hold on.
Dude.
Is it just me or is the audio glitching? That's what Saif said.
I hope it's not.
Oh,
glitching.
he said, yeah, it's me. Don't worry. All right.
Okay, excellent.
And
I'm glad you said that.
so Spaz says, I have a Note 20 Ultra. He said, don't do this. Damn it. You said it. My man. Those are all different messages. So I think that was your progression through the story where you finally lit
I got
up.
a Galaxy 20. I got an S23 Ultra. And you know what? It's not very different than my last phone. Like it's not like it used to be where you would get a new phone and it would be like completely different. There'd be like new features on it. That doesn't exist anymore. Like you're gonna get the phone, you're gonna copy all your stuff over it, so they're gonna essentially like clone your other phone. It's gonna look just like your old phone. It's just gonna function a little bit better. So my battery's a little bit better, and it's a much stronger, faster processor. So like things are happen a little quicker, a little more
seamless.
Seamless, correct?
Yeah, and I know like shortly the next few updates, you probably wouldn't be able to get the full advantage out of. Because the processor or whatever. Phone, yeah, because I'm gonna be there soon. I mean, I have a 13 Pro, but still,
it's like I could have not have gotten a phone,
yeah,
right, and stay with my phone, but then lose out on a deal and then upgrade in a year and then pay full price for my phone.
Yeah,
now
it was a good deal. It made sense.
It was just a good deal. Like I didn't really feel like I absolutely need a new phone because I didn't. My battery life started to diminish. Which that happens on every phone, it's just wear and tear. You've charged this thing 1,000 to, a couple thousand times. Or in my case, I charged around 1,200 times. I had about 3 years. If I charge it once a day, whatever. So I get it. The battery's not going to last forever. But other than that, it functioned and did everything I needed it to do.
All right, cool, man. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have two phones. Right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't.
You know what's real interesting?
What's that?
Having two vaginas.
Having two vaginas, yeah.
Apparently, there's a young lady out there that's doubled up.
Yep.
And I forget where I read this story. You read it too? Like we read it, I think separately.
100%.
And then we just managed to figure out.
100%. I found this on my own. You found this on your own. We're getting fed similar stories. I
think every male between the age of 18 and 48 was probably getting this fed to them.
I got it because like apparently like her OnlyFans leaked. And I'm telling you right now, that shit ain't on the internet. Because I combed the internet because I wanted to see what this girl was working with. What are we talking about when they say are we talking about two vulvas? Dose? Yeah. Or are we talking about...
Yeah, I don't know. I had all kinds of things in my mind.
Are we talking about a 2-lane tunnel or are we talking about two tunnels? Because there's a big difference. There's a huge difference.
You mean, is she like the Holland Tunnel with 2 lanes or is she like the Manhattan Tunnel and the Holland Tunnel?
Yeah,
the Midtown and the Holland.
What exactly? I need somebody to paint a picture of me because I didn't see the leaked video, but I did see images of her fully clothed. And I didn't see, it didn't look like there was a fucking double decker.
Yeah.
It didn't look like a double decker from the outside, but maybe it's woven in a certain, I don't know. What's going on?
I don't know, man. I was just thinking to myself, like, I was wondering if like, were they located near each other or was there like a regular one and then like another one was like a pair of pants at Marshall's where like the zipper is like down here, but you don't notice that until you get them home.
Yeah. It's like when you got like a third nipple and it's just growing out your back.
Yeah. Or it's like your ribs down here. Like, I'm wondering, I'm like, is this thing like mid thigh? Is this like below the knee?
Yeah.
Like, how does this thing work?
When you get an extra finger, it don't grow next in between fingers. That shit grows on the side where there's enough room.
Well, I'm sure that there's some anomalies where they got a finger coming out of their neck or something like that.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
But I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued. I tried to do my research, and I was
for you guys.
obviously
He was doing the research clearly for the podcast.
I don't entertain this debauchery if it wasn't for you guys. And I'll tell you right now, I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, I was
very, very intrigued. She said she didn't say this. I read a headline that said that there was like a comment made by somebody where they're like that one is for her, like one is for her OnlyFans and the other one's for her man.
Oh man, I guess. I mean, if you're gonna have a girl that does OnlyFans, I mean, you want to have one that's one's like a loaner car. And the other one is the daily driver. You know what I'm 100%. Saying?
There's something weird going on. I bet it's like with that thing underneath your tongue. You know what I'm saying? She got one of those in there.
What's that? The little web?
The little web underneath your tongue? Oh, so you
think there's just like a... You think
What's that called?
I don't know.
If you don't know, it's fine.
I don't know. But, all right, so you think there's like a divider?
Yeah, I think it's just a divider. And
what is it, like a curtain?
I think it's technically two.
Is it a curtain or is it a load-bearing wall?
No. This is undoubtedly a load-bearing wall, right? But it's like a fork that ends up merging anyways.
Oh, I got you. All right. I got you. It's like the one by Great River.
Yeah.
Like how you think you're getting off, but then you got to get back on anyway.
It's like if somebody drew an X, but you started off at both ends. Like you didn't even know you guys were going to meet over here.
I got
or
you.
Or a V or some kind,
All right. I mean, time will tell. I mean, 4chan, Reddit, do your thing.
I could, dude.
And we'll be waiting.
I believe that shit was a hoax and it wasn't even real, and that it was just like something that people were saying.
Oh, she said one is for my career and one is for my husband. Spaz
okay.
just
thank you, Spaz.
Yeah. Huh.
Hopefully
interesting.
Is my phone ring? Did he text me?
How do you like that? OnlyFans is a career now. Yo, can we just mention, like, if there's any guys in the chat at all, there's not a single female that pops up on any feed that doesn't have an OnlyFans link.
Yeah. If one pops up on you, you could guarantee you go to her profile. There's like one of those linked.
There's an OnlyFans. I'm like, geez, man. I'm like, is this really where we're headed? Where 10 years down the road, you're not going to be able to find an attractive girl that doesn't do OnlyFans? Is that where we're headed?
She's on OnlyFans or she's on Feet Finder. You pick your poison.
Yeah, man. Feet Finder. I'll tell you what. If I recognize some feet out there, no, I'm just kidding. That is so crazy that's where we're at. But it is what it is.
You know what though? Like we're the people that, like, not us personally, but men.
You mean men in general?
Yeah, men. It's
if the market's there, business is gonna find it.
Exactly. It's not like they're selling fucking Toto sandwiches to women. They're selling that shit to fucking their market's fucking man, bro. Dude, men. I watched this financial guy, this guy that does like financial audits on YouTube. He essentially like sits people down and like reviews all their like debt and just tells them they're dumb for having all this debt.
I wonder if he tell me I'm an idiot. Don't worry, I'm getting rid of my car. I'm on a house hunt. Go ahead.
And he's going through this one guy's like bank statement, and he's like, all this shit you don't need. And the guy's like, he's got like fucking fast food, Sephora, like makeup, this thing, that thing. He's like, OnlyFans. He's like, OnlyFans. Is
that what he said?
Yeah, he's like going through the credit card. He's like, you don't need this stuff. You can't afford this stuff. But I'm like, yeah, even when we don't have it, we'll get it.
Yeah, mine would be like, huh? He'd be like, okay, saving. Nice. It's going pretty okay. Withdrawal, transfer, withdrawal. Yeah. Do you do
facts.
that?
Oh, are you
I have a
crazy?
savings account that's a pretend savings account.
Yeah.
I load it up. I have my other ones that are automatic and I don't even notice the money goes in there. Mm-hmm. But the one that goes like, puts a little bit in all the time, I just tend to just take it and move it back.
On my personal savings account, I do that shit. But the one that's like for the house,
yeah,
like my wife keeps her eye on. Like I can't, like, even if you send me money and you send it to my wrong Zelle account and it goes into that account, like I can't touch it. That's it. It's gone forever. It's gone.
It's
in the house account.
It's in the underworld.
Yeah,
it's
in the house account. Like, and it's like this rule we have because people have done it to her too.
Yeah,
like they just send it to like, let's just say it's her phone number and her email. They'll send it to her phone number and she's like, no, that's my house account. No, that's stuck there because none of us want to be the one to withdraw out of there.
Oh, I got you.
There's like a question of like, hey, why'd you take this money out?
Yeah.
You needed that?
Yeah.
You needed that?
Well, I need some too.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that's good though. You guys got the discipline like that. I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. I've been going through my finances, man, because I'm trying to get this house. So I'm like, let me just make sure that I buckle down. Dude, I piss money away.
Oh, we all do, dude.
I piss money away.
You know what the number one way to fucking waste money is?
Debit card.
No, but like the number one consumed thing that
food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, just eating out.
Yeah, food.
You can save so much money by just not you personally.
People in general. No, me especially.
I think coffee's number one, but like that, I think that all. I'm speaking in general. Like,
yeah, sure.
I think coffee, fast food, dude, eating out costs so much money.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's ridiculous, honestly.
And people are under this assumption that they're like, oh well, if I don't buy groceries or eat at home, I'm saving money. No.
Who the hell thinks that?
People say that shit.
That's ridiculous.
People think they're like, well, I'm not eating at home, I have to eat. It's like, no.
That's ridiculous.
It's not cheaper to eat out.
No, absolutely not. It's one meal that costs you as much as a full food shop.
It's dude, eating out is the fucking devil.
That's crazy. But yeah, I'm trying to get better with that. I got just nonsense. Just a couple of stupid little things here and there that I'm paying. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm literally selling my car. One of my cars. Why do I have two cars? Who do I think I am? Who do I think I am?
Chelsea Clinton?
Who the hell do I think I am? Like, what the hell? That guy would go through my finances and be like, you, sir, are an idiot.
He said, okay, so you have this car. Okay, great. Oh, you own this car. All right. Okay, good. He goes, but wait, what's this other thing you're making a payment on? Why do you have two cars?
Oh, that's your second largest monthly expense besides your rent?
Yo, he goes through people's shit and he's like, you're spending 90% of your like extra income on food, on eating out, on food. You can't afford this. Why are you doing this? And he'll go through their loans and like go through their interest rates. He'd be like,
who is this guy?
He's a YouTuber.
Send me his name. I want to.
I'm gonna tell you guys.
Please, I want to know. I want to know who this is, man.
He's a YouTuber. I love his shit. Damn, how the fuck do I find it though? How do you find like people? Okay, his name is Caleb Hammer. CALEB.
Caleb Hammer. You about to get a
Go check out his videos. He does these audits on people, and he just goes he gets like a couple bank. He'll do it for you for a couple $100. He'll sit down with you for a half an hour.
I don't need him to tell me what a fucking idiot I am.
I'm just telling you the
services how dumb
he's providing.
I am. Yeah, so he's gonna consult me. I might need somebody to berate me. My dad keeps it so real with me, but he won't do it unless I look for it. If I'm like complaining about something or I'm like, oh, I have no money.
No, the people go on this show, they know what time it is. And people be crying and shit, and he's just like, you're a fucking idiot. Why are you doing this?
Why are you crying?
Yeah, he'd be like, Uber? Why the fuck are you taking Uber places?
Uber, you should be using roller skates.
There's the most delusional people on there that are like, this one girl's like, I'm a spiritual advisor. And she's like, I don't have time to like make food. I want to put it into my business. And he's like, well, how much are you working every day? And she's like 5 hours. And he's like, what the fuck? He goes, you have time. You have time. People are so delusional.
Yeah, they are.
There's people on there. People drink a lot of their money away too, but there's people on there that are like taking Ubers places that they have a car. People who just don't work and they're like under this assumption that they're like that they like the jobs that they can get like are beneath them.
Oh,
like they're like
God.
unemployed, and he's like, well, why don't you apply at like Chick-fil-A? Why don't you apply? He goes, oh, they're like, oh, I'm not working there.
They're only paying $15 an hour or something.
It's like motherfucker,
better than no dollars an hour.
You ain't got a job.
Yeah.
He told one guy to be like to get like a union job or something like that, and he goes, oh no, I'm too smart for that. This kid is unemployed, and he has like a terrible like cocaine habit or some shit like that.
He's like, what are these random 5350 withdrawals? 5350, 5350, 5350. Can't you just go to your bank at least?
Yeah. No, and why are they all at 3 a.m.? No, his video, they're not. I don't think they're intended to be funny, but I'm looking at these people over here that have accumulated like, $60,000 in credit card debt by just like Uber eating shit to their house.
On credit.
He be telling people, he goes, okay, you're not a credit card person. You can never have a credit card. Because this is the thing too. I never realized this, but you either are or you aren't. Like you got to, if you have a credit card, like Stacking up debt on a credit card is like not intelligent.
No, it's crazy.
It's not intelligent.
It's the highest interest rate of anything you'll ever purchase.
It's fucking stupid. If you can't get a credit card and like put stuff on it, or at least use them to your advantage, get 0%, make a large purchase, pay it before you accrue interest. Like if you're not using them strategically, then you're not the kind of person that can have this kind of liberty, because you're not using it intelligently and you're just losing money. You're throwing money away.
Yeah.
He'd be telling people, he goes, you're not a credit card person. Never have a credit card. Take your credit cards, cut them up, throw them away.
Yeah.
And he's inevitably like giving them advice too. He's not just berating them, but his videos are like very interesting. And they'll make you take a look at your finances and say like, you know what, I gotta get my shit together because I'm spending 25% of like expendable income on, you know, X
on nonsense
or you know, whatever it is.
I hear you though, man. What else you got, Papa? What else we got, man?
I'm like I got I write like abbreviations, so some of the things I wrote are just like chick with 2 snatches. Like I don't know if somebody else reads this, they're gonna be like, what's going on? I want to talk about what we're watching. Spaz was in the Discord earlier. He was talking about this show called Jury Duty. I watched the trailer. It looks fucking amazing.
Wait, it's people on jury duty that got like
show about a jury selection where on the jury selection it's like 12 people, but 11 of them are actors. And there's like this circus of a court here like thing going on, and they're interviewing everybody. They're like doing like a reality show kind of thing, it appears like, but one guy doesn't know that this is all.
Do you know who doesn't know?
Yes, you know who doesn't know.
Oh man, that sounds pretty good.
It dude looks hilarious because they're doing this.
So the whole court case is a charade?
Everything is fake.
Oh my god, dude! Are you kidding me?
Dude, it looks
Don't tell
so
me anymore. I
funny.
gotta. Well, continue because you're talking about it.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Wow.
It looks so fucking funny, and they're like doing behind the scenes shit. And they're like, "What do you think about this?" He's like, and the guy just seems like the nicest guy ever. Like he's not shit talking people, so it's like even funnier.
That sounds like I would love it.
One of the guys on the show on the jury selection is like a famous actor, so he knows who he is, and he's like a famous actor, and he's like acting. But he's
like
acting,
a regular person.
No, but he's like, but he's
acting like he's a normal citizen, just a weird normal citizen or something, right?
Exactly.
But he knows he's an actor.
He knows he's an actor, but he's like doing like quirky things. He's like, oh my god, look at this fucking guy. Like, you know, this
guy's a weirdo.
Yeah, he's fucking.
He's like, I loved him in Spider-Man, but what the hell's going on here?
Exactly. Yeah.
I got
So the show looks super fucking funny. I'm gonna start watching it tonight. Actually, I
gotta check it out.
I'm super excited. I think it's on Amazon.
I didn't find it. I had passed it 1,000,000 times and never watched it. My cousin recommended it to me, and I watched it on the plane. You good?
I was reading the chat.
Okay. Anything we want to catch up on?
Spaz just said, consider it plugging on the podcast. But I don't know what I was talking about. Maybe I was talking about butt stuff or something like that.
But no, the show that I'm talking about that my cousin recommended to me, and I put it on the plane. I had downloaded some episodes beforehand in case like the Fly-Fi was jacked up. You know?
Oh, you get that?
Yeah, I always fly JetBlue.
Is it free on JetBlue?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's free, but I don't rely on it because you never know.
Yeah, I've purchased it before and not had like great success with it. But go ahead.
Yeah, so I download them like while I'm on a Wi-Fi network, like at home or at the hotel or the Airbnb, whatever. And I downloaded some of the episodes. It's called Mo.
Okay.
Have you seen it on Netflix?
No.
It's like a dude with a beard, like leaning on like an old school like caddy, like a lowrider whip. Like, and he's leaning on it or something like that on the thumbnail. But anyway, he's a comedian, right? He's a Muslim dude from Palestine. Mm-hmm. And I've never seen his stand up, to be honest, but this dude is great in this show. The premise of the show is that he is a Palestinian immigrant with no papers, but he's been here for like 22 years or something like that. And his family's Muslim, he's Muslim, but his girl is Mexican Catholic.
Okay, yeah.
And bro, it is so funny. First of all, he speaks fluent Arabic, English, and damn good Spanish. Shit. Like when his girl doesn't want his family to know what she's saying, she talks to him in Spanish, and he talks to her in Spanish. You know?
Damn.
Yeah, yo, it's funny, man. It's just like the whole thing. Like
his real story, or is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
you know what? I actually don't know, but I don't think so. It takes place in Houston. You know, and it's just good, man. It's funny. The dynamic is good. There's also like some serious parts about it. just because of like where it is, but it's good. I've seen the first 3 episodes so far, and I think it's like 8 or something like that. And they're 25 minutes.
You watch Yellow Jackets?
Yes. I didn't see the second season though.
Second season.
I only watched first.
There's only like 4 or 5 episodes out. Man,
Yeah.
what a good show. I won't spoil the rest of the season, this season for you. But for you guys at home, if you're looking for a good show to watch, any of these shows are great. But Yellow Jackets season 2 just came out. It's on Showtime. Real good show. With all these great shows coming out, I'm starting to think like, are shows becoming like better for actors than they used to be?
You mean for their career versus movies?
Remember back in the day,
been like
it was
that.
it was like a if you do television, you're dead kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's not like that no more, right?
No, because technically it's not television. They're getting big contracts from streaming platforms. And the thing is that with people being home and streaming, I feel like a movie's not long enough. You know what I mean? Like it's not long enough to be home and watch. I feel like people, it's almost the opposite of the phone concept where your attention span's so short. Like people want a long show for some reason.
No, you're right. People get pissed when shows end.
And you can also tell a much more detailed story over the course of a season of a show.
Yeah.
You have like a 10 episode, like Game of Thrones is like 12 episodes, and you're talking about that's like 12 plus hours where you can write a hell of a story, character development, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
And it's also retention time. I mean, if you have a good movie, people will watch it for 2 hours. Now, if you make a good show,
yeah, they'll watch that shit over and over.
now they're watching it for 12 hours or however long the season is, even if it's broken up. But I do think it's seasons are kind of, you can build a career off of that now.
Did you see the new Super Mario movie?
I did not. I know you told me about it, and you also gave me access to watch it, but I did not watch it.
Well, no, I definitely didn't give you access to watch it. That's impossible.
Well, you gave me a link to Fandango.
Yeah. Oh, it's where you could buy your tickets.
Yes.
Yeah, that I did do.
And your Fandango preferred member.
You are my Fandango preferred member.
Thank you.
Man, I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Can't lie. Thought they did a great job with it.
I initially was like, oh, is this going to be like a live action? But then I was like, wait, they did that already. John Leguizamo played Luigi.
Yeah,
they had a Puerto Rican play the Italian plumber. I love it.
Yeah. That's so funny when they do things like that. You see where everybody's pissed off because the Netflix Cleopatra, they say that Cleopatra wasn't black and Netflix casted a black actress.
Yeah, I can kind of see where the argument comes into play with certain shows because now you're changing history.
Yeah.
Like if you made Jackie Robinson a white guy, like it changes the whole story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
John Leguizamo as Luigi isn't as much of a stretch.
That's even kind of a stretch, somewhat, maybe. But they made it like I don't know, man. I don't know.
Is this like to even out things after The Little Mermaid? Like what's going on here?
I mean, The Little Mermaid is also a fictional character, so I think you could kind of do what you want with that, even though, but when you start taking historical figures and you start completely changing their race and stuff like that, then I could see people complaining about
they did
it.
With Jesus.
But none of us knew Cleopatra anyway. I think, but they say that she actually, her heritage, like she had no Egyptian blood whatsoever.
No, she was from Greece. She was a Macedonian.
Yeah, so she had like no Egyptian blood whatsoever.
Yeah.
So if people take that argument, if they're just mad that they changed the race of the character without referencing the history, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things. Like I just think it's funny that like, because if you go back and you start changing the race of everybody, like if you make you go back and you make a movie about George Washington and you make him Salvadorian, like you're changing like the course of history. Like, El Salvador like didn't ride across the Delaware. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it, I think that's kind of funny too, just to hear people bicker about it. It's
Bro,
so funny.
They turned off the comments on the trailer on YouTube.
Get out of here. No way.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, damn. They must have been getting hit with some heat.
I didn't even hear about it until I seen it on Reddit today, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, honestly, now I want to watch it because there's this controversy behind it. Yeah. That's how it is with me. Like these things don't like these arguments don't really necessarily turn me off to the product so much. Like I don't drink Bud Light, so I'm not gonna go out and start drinking Bud Light just because I don't. But if I drank beer, maybe I'd be like, I don't know. I just don't like. I'm not as invested. These people, so we said earlier, like people are invested in like the like the things they shouldn't be so invested in.
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
there's a lot more stuff to you know that should cause outrage that doesn't.
Yeah, I agree. There's much bigger. There's a much bigger fish to fry.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, was Cleopatra this color or that color? I don't know. I don't think Jesus was that color either, but everybody paints him that way. So
Who?
You know, Jesus. Everybody paints Jesus as like a white dude. It's like, well, that's probably not possible.
Difficult. He would have melted out there.
I don't think that's historically accurate. This guy was in Africa. That's not the way that works. It's like, that's impossible.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
He had hair like wool. That was your words, not mine.
Yeah, right. Is that what it said in the Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to reread the Bible. I've only read it twice. I've never read the full Bible. I'm lying.
I just recently read the Old
I'd like
Testament.
to. I want to actually read it. It's got some damn good stories in it.
I just recently read the Old Testament via audiobook, and I thought it was enlightening. I'm like, man, they kept giving you guys chances.
Yeah.
I kept fucking up. That's what the Old Testament is. It's like, we're going to give you guys, so God's going to give you guys one more chance, pre-Jesus.
Yeah.
So it's like God, it's not Jesus. It's like, we're going to give you guys one more chance.
Yeah.
Got to make a civilization. Last guys ate that apple. They fucked up. See where they're at. Now it's your chance. I'm back.
Now imagine if she had 2 apples. Then what? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he could afford to eat one.
Switch the whole game up. He'd be like, you didn't specify what apple.
It's like, but sir, she has 2 of them. One of them is for eating. The other one's for praising.
Yeah, and he's like, you know what? You're right. I fucked up on this one. Redo. You get a do-over, Adam.
Start the whole thing over.
Right?
I don't know.
Give me your rib.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But listen, this is the truth. The truth is, we're over the hour.
Are we over the hour?
We're where we started on time. So
wow, we are over the hour. Look at that. Look at that. You know what that means?
What does that mean? You can...
I close my ring. I close my activity ring. It's so ridiculous.
What?
Yeah, it's... Dude, this is...
What's an activity ring?
On the Apple Watch, like Apple, they have the lowest standard for what they consider physical activity. This shit will praise me for standing up.
Yeah, my shit be telling me.
And I'm like, yo, what kind of fat fucking slobs is this shit made for? It's like oh my God, you blinked 8 times. Way to go.
Yeah.
Just 5,000 more blinks today.
My shit be like, keep going. We're almost there. Daily goal, 2,000 steps. I'm like, no, that's not enough.
No, dude, it's so funny. My shit literally just buzzed from me just moving my hands talking. It's like, man, you're getting it going today.
Yeah, you should see what mine does when
I... Damn, you would have won a contest.
Yeah. Oh, were you kidding me?
1,000 miles in a day.
My shit's like, he's like, oh, you're sprinting. Great job.
Oh, your heart rate.
Yeah.
Oh, don't stop so quick. You're stopping a little short. You're going to get sick.
Yeah.
You're going to vomit.
Yeah, sprinting over.
Walk it out.
Yeah. Cool
down. Let me stop.
I get AFib warnings when I'm finished with that. But that's it. I think this is a good. I'm happy we're back.
We're back in the rhythm,
episode.
baby.
Please.
We're even considering going back to 2 days a week.
We're talking about it, going back to 2 days a week. That's how much we missed it. But for now, expect us next Tuesday. Expect some clips coming up. Toxic, where you at?
Yep. And we also are going to have some more guests lined up. We have some guests lined up we're going to bring on.
That's it.
That's all we got. Masters and None, episode 148. Again, guys, please share this with your friends. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time we go live.
I'm going to hit the music. I got to get up to hit the music.
He's going to hit the music. And also, if you prefer the audio version of the podcast, please, guys, feel free to go and listen to the audio version on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you find any kind of audio podcast that you prefer. And put some headphones on if you're at work, because you never know what we're going to say. That's what we got. Episode 148, Masters and None Podcast. We are out.
Oye, te hablo desde la prisión. Wilson Manyoma. Borbona.